is Tracy Beaker, and these are my survival files. Your essential guide to the ups and downs of growing up.
Tracy?
Tracy! Life in the dumping ground has taught me a lot about stuff.
Tracy Beaker.
Scary stuff. Complicated stuff. Stuff that can make you want to scream. If you can cope with the stuff that goes down in this place, you can cope with pretty much anything. I've spent most of my life here. First when I was a kid, and now it's where I work. I've learnt a lot about friends. About enemies. About what life can throw at you. It's not always been pretty, but it's made me who I am today. And now I'm passing on my wisdom to you guys in a video blog. Pay attention, I've lived through all this, so you don't have to. On the Tracy Beaker Survival Files this time, responsibility. How to cope when people expect you to behave like a grown-up, to stop being childish, to set a good example. It's a nightmare, but I'm here to help. So, here's the thing about growing up. There are good bits and bad bits. You get more freedom, and that's great.
Okay, we're on it.
And there's really cool stuff, like learning to drive. I was a natural, as you'd imagine.
Stop!
But there is a downside too. The older you get, the more people expect of you, and they can get pretty angry when you let them down.
Oh, Tracy!
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 Gutting, but true. The older you get, the less you can get away with. Grow up, they say. Don't be so selfish. Think of others. You're not a baby anymore. Not exactly a barrel of laughs, this responsibility business. And responsibility can get you in loads of ways. There's looking out for others, or setting a good example, or being the one everyone else relies on. It can come as a shock when it first happens to you. And different people react differently.
Get ready to run, Dolly!
There's the Nathan way. In Nathan's world, responsibility is something that happens to other people, leaving Nathan free to carry on being the world's biggest kid around.
Nathan is a very caring team member, but he needs to become more responsible. Nathan is a very caring team member, but he sometimes lacks authority.
Chocolate-loving Jenny was Nathan's boss. She wanted to give Nathan the benefit of the doubt, but sometimes that wasn't so easy.
Right.
25!
This is not funny. I want to know who booby-trapped the treat cupboard.
Actually, Jenny, it was me.
What?
Well, I knew someone was licking the chocolate bars, so I thought I'd catch him in the act.
Oh, you did you? Well, but that's the most stupid, immature, and potentially most dangerous thing that...
Everything all right?
Nathan was 21, going on 8.
There's a big mutant troll thing behind the third door, trust me.
Lovable, but totally irresponsible.
Yo, level 4. How amazing is that, dudes?
But it can work the other way around. Take Lily.
And the troll leapt out from behind the tree, his warty nose wobbling in the moonlight.
We are family.
She's only a young girl herself,
I got all my sisters with me.
but she's had to cope with a lot. More responsibility than some adults ever will. After their mum died, Lily took care of her little sisters, even though she was only a few years older. She's amazing, really. Lily, do you ever feel you've had to deal with too much responsibility in your life?
Not really. I just get on with it.
But you were like a mum to Poppy and Rosie. That's a lot to ask from a girl of your age.
Yeah, well, they're my sisters. I have to do it. Who else is going to do it?
Well,
Look, Tracy, don't say it. You know my dad's got a lot of stuff to deal with.
These actually suit me, what do you reckon? Yeah, they're cool.
Lily's dad wasn't really the responsible type. Can I get a juice, a water and 2 muffins, please? He disappeared from his daughter's life because he got so sad when their mum had died that he just got drunk all the time. He just couldn't cope. And then suddenly he turned up again.
Hey! Stop it! Get off her! No! It's okay.
He's gone now.
No! He's my dad.
But he hadn't come back to take care of Lily. He was still sorting out his own problems. And telling her he was sorry was part of the process.
I was at best part of the night trying to not drink that.
It was my fault, wasn't it?
No. Nobody makes me drink but me.
And you didn't.
So guess what? Before you knew it, Lily was looking after him too.
It's for you.
I don't need new clothes.
Yeah, you do.
Huh? Feel a bit more human.
Yeah, you look it too.
All right, cheeky. You always did know how to cheer me up, didn't you? I should be making sure you're all right. I mean, that's my job as your dad. Right mess I've made of it, haven't I?
Lily missed out on a lot taking responsibility for her family. So surely a sorted and capable adult like me should be able to cope with the job as a care worker. Especially since I've been in care, I know exactly how this job should be done. Well, I thought I did. When I found myself on the other side, I soon learned that being in charge is not as easy as it looks.
What time do you call this? Tracy, you're over an hour late.
I know, I'm really sorry.
What an honor. Now, take that, sort out Carmen's whole room.
Suddenly, I was expected to be the responsible one and cope with the demands of a busy house full of kids.
No, you promised me you'd do my tour, and I can't do anything till I've crossed the tour off my list. I can't cross the tour off my list till you've done it.
I began to understand how Nathan had felt.
Hiya.
Oh, I was going to do that with you.
Yeah, yesterday.
I'm so sorry.
No talking on the tour, you'll hold us up and we're late already.
All of the dumping ground kids have been let down in the past, so they really need someone they can depend on, who gets how they feel and isn't going to let them down again. I thought I was perfect for the job, but it wasn't as easy as all that.
You don't keep your promises.
I do.
Don't?
We're not talking to her.
What did I do?
If you don't know, we're not telling you.
Stop talking!
Oh, I said I'd help you move rooms.
Talking!
Hang on. Look, girls, I'm really sorry, but...
You're doing it again! Stop talking!
Tracy Beaker promises not to talk on Gus's tour. There. Gus! Now what did I do? Not exactly the perfect start with Gus. And even when I got the kids on my side, that was only half the story. In order to become a responsible grown-up, you have to persuade the other responsible grown-ups that you've joined the Responsible Grown-Up Club. I remember once when Mike was ill and Gina was going out. Mike, go and lie down. Ooh, someone's giving Gina a makeover.
Stop staring, I'm fine.
Well, you don't look fine, you know, Mike. Do you want me to go and change into my work clothes and you go home?
Sorry, you don't have to stay. I'm here. What, you don't trust me?
It's just that, you know, you're inexperienced.
Gina, the Care Workers Award ceremony happens only once a year. Go. I'll call you if I need you.
Okay, but I will be checking in.
Have a good time.
Gina didn't trust me to be responsible for the whole dumping ground on my own. She thought I'd bitten off more than I could chew. Why don't you trust me with the kids? What were you afraid of?
Afraid? I wasn't afraid. I was petrified.
I must admit that the phrase Tracy Beaker in sole charge of Elm Tree House is not one that I ever expected to hear. In fact, I'd put it up there with England football team wins the World Cup, or, oh, it's been so hot and sunny this summer, we could really do with some rain.
Well, of course, I was worried. But I mean, you know, it was only a few hours. Nothing bad could happen. Surely.
I don't know why they didn't trust me. I mean, it's not as if I don't know what I'm doing. You just need to be able to keep calm under pressure.
Gus, it's all right, I'm here now. You can get in the bath. Good, because it's getting cold.
And juggling the needs of 10 lively kids is all in a day's work for the responsible care worker.
Are you still there? Yep.
Upside down, right way up.
He appeared from nowhere. He started walking towards her. She didn't know what to do. So she...
Might need a doctor.
Toby! Mike doesn't need a doctor, he just needs some rest.
He looks hot.
Well, then make him a cold drink and leave it by his bed.
I can't go in the kitchen. I might be carrying his germs.
Carmen, could you get Mike a cold drink? I've got to sort out Gus.
It's my bedtime. And mine.
Then I officially extend them by half an hour.
Yes.
I think I was doing all right, all things considered, and the kids weren't complaining. Listen to these happy customers. Remember the first time I was left in charge of the dumping ground by myself? How did you feel about that?
Well, you were still quite new, so I wanted to help you out as much as I could.
Carmen, can you give me a hand?
I'm gonna need another bedtime extension to help you tidy all this up. Annie?
Yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, I think it'd be good if you're in charge by yourself more often.
No, you're not too bossy. You'll always listen to a reasonable argument. We need to talk.
Okay.
Carmen and I have the same bedtime.
Which means my bedtime should be later than hers.
Mine too.
Mine should be the latest because I'm the oldest.
Tracy, finish my story!
Okay, you can all stay up half an hour later. How's that? Yeah. Yes. You see, you treat the kids like responsible human beings, and then everything else takes care of itself. Okay, there were a few minor problems, like Toby's imagination running riot about Mike's illness.
Mike's got Ebola. Call an ambulance.
Toby hasn't got Ebola.
We should be in quarantine. Dad, there's no lock on the toilet.
And Sapphire nicking the lock from the toilet door.
Look.
Sapphire.
Who is it?
Open the door.
I'm sorry, Sapphire can't come out and play today. Try again tomorrow.
I'm not kidding. Open this door now.
Put the lock back on the loo door.
You said I could have it.
No, I didn't.
Hey, why'd he do that?
He needed a wee, and he couldn't go because someone took the lock off the toilet door.
Gus, open the door. I'm not kidding, open the door now.
Quiet, you're awake, Mike.
Gus, open the door.
Oh, I better go check on him.
What's going on?
Gus has locked himself in. Open the door. Are you coming out?
No.
Right, I warned you.
Sapphire. Sapphire, stop it.
Why? You're messing up my room.
I think Gus is weeding Sapphire's room.
Oh, great. This was just getting better and better.
Gus, open the door. Nose hasn't woken Mike up yet. We should call an ambulance.
At this point, the last thing I needed was Gina sticking her nose in. So, guess what happened next?
Hello.
Harry, what are you doing up? I had a feeling that something wasn't right, you know. When you've been doing this job as long as I have, you get kind of a sixth sense. Also, Mike had been crazy enough to leave you in charge. So I thought, let me just give a quick call, you know, just to put my mind at rest. I'm on my way.
So now Gina was on the warpath. Just a perfect day. You worry too much. I had everything under control, in my own way.
That's exactly what I was worried about. I flew back to Elm Tree House like I had wings.
Or a broomstick.
What?
Nothing. Gina was prepared to be shocked, but nothing could have prepared her for what she found. With super responsible me in charge, the dumping ground was a picture of peace and tranquility. Somehow.
Come in. Oh, you alright, Gina? Did you have a good night?
Oh, hi, Gina. Why are you back so soon? Rubbish party?
Are you okay, Harry?
You've had a nightmare.
Weird one. With pizza and pea. You wouldn't believe it. I said I'd read them a story.
I had proved myself. Mike and Gina were right to trust me. I was a responsible, capable care worker.
I'm sorry I doubted you, Tracy.
It's okay. And thanks for admitting you were wrong.
Where's the Ebola victim?
Upstairs, quick!
All fine then, give or take an emergency medical or two, but we've all been there. So what have we found out so far about responsibility to put in my survival files? Well, there comes a day for everyone when they have to stop being a kid and face up to their responsibilities. But you never know when it's going to happen. It can be very different for different people. Some kids, like Lily, seem more responsible than most adults, and some adults are more childish than most kids, like Nathan. I suppose I'm somewhere in the middle, and that can be tough. I try to be a responsible role model for the kids, but I also have to convince Mike and Gina that I'm a super responsible colleague and they should trust me a bit more. You never know when you're going to get called upon to be responsible, so it's a good idea to practice just in case. One good way to learn responsibility is by looking after a pet. You know, maybe we should do more of that here at the dumping ground. Gina, don't you think it would be a good idea to get some more pets?
Pets! We have enough wildlife in this place. It's like a zoo already, especially at feeding time.
So what's the best type of pet? A few ground rules. It shouldn't be too sticky.
I was just checking all my stick insects were gone. I set them free, because you said it was cruel to keep animals in a box.
All too sheepish.
It's Mrs. Sheep. That's not her name. It's
I don't care what her name is. T, you can't have a sheep.
Yes, I can.
No one's going to want to foster us if we come with farmyard animals.
Except a farmer.
Or a vet. Or a butcher.
And house training is a must. If you want to avoid this kind of messy moment.
Hang on, wait. It's that dog again.
Okay, so they leave the occasional squelchy little gift around the place. But still, what could be cuter than a cuddly canine? Shouldn't we get a dumping ground dog?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Well, if we got a dog, we could keep out the burglars.
It varies breed to breed, but a dog needs an average of 52 minutes a day of exercise.
I don't think we should get a dog. I think we should get another giraffe. Only a bigger one that can talk and fly.
Looks like almost everyone would be well up for a dog about the place. I guess there's something about stray pups that the kids can relate to.
Oh!
Go on, get out of it!
Dad! He's lovely!
Go on! Why'd they always gravitate around me? I hate dogs.
Fine! Lovely fine!
The trouble is that some people prefer a stray dog to a stray human, like the Lucas. They were loaded and wanted to foster. Everyone got their hopes up.
And who's this? Are you looking to get fostered too?
No.
And guess what they did? Yep, they left with the dog.
Couldn't leave a cute little thing like you here now, could we?
Let me get this straight. You came here to foster a child and you're leaving with a dog.
She needs a good home.
We all do. This isn't a holiday camp. It isn't fun living here, and you've got the opportunity to change someone's life. You're going to give it to a dog? Yep, something about a lost pup can really bring out people's soppy sides. Even people who should know better. Mentioning no names. Cam.
But look, if the old lady ever finds he's too much, I'll have him.
You'll have him.
Too right, he's great. Really funny, no trouble.
Really funny.
Yeah, it's the way he looks at you. You know, that cheeky, lopsided grin of his.
He's not grinning, he's baring his teeth.
No, you wouldn't do that. You're never naughty, are you?
Not like me, eh? Is that why you couldn't keep me? I wasn't funny enough. I was too naughty, too much trouble.
Oh, Tracy, it wasn't like that.
Come on, Frank.
That was Cam for you. She was considering taking a mangy old mutt into her house, but she still wasn't sure about living with me, her perfect foster daughter.
Well, taking on a child is a big responsibility. I had to think through things very carefully. You must understand that.
Yeah, but did you have to spend that long thinking about it? I thought your brain had rusted up.
I just had to get your house trained before I let you move in.
Cam?
Just the two of us.
Cam's right. Taking a child into your life is a huge decision for both of you. You have to be sure that you're up to the challenge.
You're mean, you're cruel, and you're nasty.
Ryan, finish Maxie, would you?
Tracy, wait. I've waited long enough. And if I never set my eyes on you ever again, that'll be 10 years too soon.
What's happened?
Oh, we had a huge bust-up about me fostering her.
Let's go inside.
I can't. I need some time to think.
We'll decide about it now then. You've had ages to think it through.
I still need more time.
How much more? Months? Years? How do you think I feel? You're stringing me along all the time.
I'm not sure I'm foster mother material, Tracy. You know that better than anyone. I'm probably more like big sister material.
More like ugly big sister material. So Cam ummed and ahed for ages. Was she good enough for me? But eventually, she realised that she had to face up to her responsibility. She had to get me out of the dumping ground, move me into her house, and shower me with gifts and treats. It took a while, but we got there in the end. But some people never get the responsibility thing, like Carmen's mum. Get this, she went on holiday with her boyfriend and left Carmen at home by herself, with just a load of cans of spaghetti hoops for company.
Just the two of us.
Carmen didn't see her for ages. Then suddenly, she was back, saying she changed.
Can I help you? Oh, hello. I've arranged to see my daughter. I'm Helen, Carmen's mum. Things are different now. I've got my priorities right, and I'm here to show Carmen I've changed. I mean it this time. I know I've been a terrible mum, and I've made some mistakes, some horrible mistakes, but I'm past all that now, and I want to try and make it right.
I wasn't so sure, but she really seemed sorry for what she'd done, and everyone deserves a second chance, right?
Well, I know she wasn't the perfect mum, but I just thought that we could just forget about it and move on.
How could you forgive her after everything she did?
Because she's my mum. You know, don't you?
Yeah.
I never, ever should have left you alone for a week. I can't believe the terrible way I treated you. I'm your mother. How could I do that to you?
Because you're in love, remember?
Never forgive myself.
You should answer it. It might be someone important.
Can't be important enough to interrupt my day with my daughter. It's Lee. Don't worry, darling. We broke up.
Oh, sorry.
Don't be. When you fall in love, you really fall. Wasn't that stupid of me?
Typical, I thought. Carmen's the one who should be crying, not her. And then came the bombshell.
I have just had the best idea. Come with me to Spain. Well, you know I would have taken you with me if I could, but Lee said it wouldn't work, and, well, he's gone now, so you can come.
Just me and my mum in Spain, no Lee, just the two of us looking after each other. It all seemed too good to be true. Is that Lee again?
Yes. And you know what? I'm going to tell him that you're moving in, and I don't ever want to see him again. Is there somewhere I can take this?
Just through there, yeah?
All right, thanks.
I thought you had to go. You don't need to answer it, just hang up.
It'll only take a second, sweetie. He is going to be so jealous when I tell him what we've done.
Mum, please!
Lee? Yes. I'm not interested.
Yep. Seemed too good to be true. Because it was.
Wonderful news, darling. Lee and I are going to give it another go. Oh, no, don't look like that. He's already agreed that you can come and live with us. Well, not straight away, of course. I mean, the flat really isn't big enough for three, but We're going to find somewhere bigger, and when we're settled in, you can join us. So that's really good news, isn't it?
Poor Carmen. Let down again by her selfish mum. She should have been there for her daughter, but she was too obsessed with herself and her own stupid life to notice how she was ruining mine. I mean, Carmen's. Well, I just lost it. Your behaviour stinks. And so do you for putting Carmen through this. Have you ever given the slightest thought to anyone else but yourself?
I've not been having an easy time of it lately.
You again! Listen to yourself. It's all about you. What about your daughter? You dumped her to live in Spain with your boyfriend, and then when it didn't work out, you wanted your daughter back again. Unbelievably, she gave you another chance. And then what did you do? You dumped her again. Well, I'm glad that you dumped her, because let me tell you, Carmen deserves better. Way better.
You're right, Tracy. You're so right,
I
and
don't
I'm...
hear it. And I bet Carmen doesn't either. So do us all a favour and shove off back to Spain. Adios! The way Carmen's mum behaved really made me mad. It was just me with her. Oh, it's so hard for poor little me. She didn't consider anyone else. She was like a spoilt child who'd never learnt to grow up and take responsibility. And no one wants to know someone like that. So what can I tell you about responsibility to put into my survival files? Well, it's something we all have to deal with eventually, and it takes some getting used to. Pets are a good way of learning responsibility, but that can get messy, and it will be your responsibility to clear up afterwards. Some people, like me, have no problem dealing with loads of responsibility. Others find it much harder to face up to. In fact, I reckon lots of adults secretly wish they were still children, when there was less for them to worry about. That can be alright if you're a big lovable kid like Nathan, but when you've got a big responsibility, like Carmen's mum, you have to face up to it. Otherwise, your selfishness will mess up other people's lives, and that's really rubbish. So, that's the Beaker Guide to Responsibility, safely uploaded to the Tracy Beaker Survival Files.
Do anything you wanna do.
More gems of wisdom from my experiences next time. So, do the responsible thing and make sure you don't miss it. Remember, I've been through all this, so you don't have to.
How do you rate your Merlin knowledge? Are you a complete wizard or a mere human? Can you answer questions about the magical creatures? Well, it's time to find out. All you need to do is press the red button and meet Merlin himself as he guides you through his quiz. So what are you waiting for? Press red and see what score you can get.
The biggest day of their lives is in your hands.
You get to organise your parents' wedding day.
That means doing whatever you fancy.
It means doing it however you want.
Action!
It's the ultimate challenge.
I'll go get a ring, let the choir bells sing.
What do you think?
Oh, I love that. Just say I do.
Well, I'm so proud of the children. Marrying mum and dad.
A day to remember. Starts Monday at 9:30 and continues weekdays on the CBBC channel.
On your marks, let's go! It's CBBC Summer of Sport Online. There's loads to do. Create your own sports superstar. Get in training. Then test your skills. Go! Win awards and challenge your friends. Plus, watch Shaun the Sheep's Championships online to see how it's really done. All this and much more. Just go to the CBBC website, click on Summer of Sport and go for gold.
Join us for an epic summer with CBBC.
Oh! Let the games begin!
Epic summer, every day from 7 on CBBC.
You'll find us chasing the sun.